What's up, goodies? Welcome back to my channel and to my kitchen, How to Cook. And today we are making a mean pork shoulder recipe in the kitchen. Fast, easy, and simple. Make sure you subscribe, goodie, if you have not, and turn on the post notifications so you won't miss any other upload. And for all I'm returning goodie, and I don't know some love enough, and ready for cook? Come on, let's cook. Alright, goodies, let's cook this mean, wicked pork shoulder in the kitchen. Fast, easy, and simple, right? Alright, so the first thing that I do before I always start to season up any kind of thing when I cook in my kitchen is wash the meat thoroughly. Now, for me, I like a combination of three things: salt, lemon juice, and vinegar. Them three things there, Juliana, if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I love to use vinegar to clean up my things, right? Salt, lemon juice, and vinegar is what I use to wash my meat. Now, you want to be sure though to get the excess of water that might have been left over when you are done with that step of washing your meat. Chicken, beef, pork, listen, wash your meat, okay? Wash your meat, clean up your meat before you start cooking, okay? And make sure that you get all the water off. Now, some of you guys may be saying, why are your pot dry? You want to be sure that the seasons cling to your meat before you start adding the seasoning, so the thing tastes nice. Now, after I have done that and I'm satisfied of the amount of water that I take off, before I start to put the seasonings on, for this recipe, I'm going to add some oil. Any regular oil we have in your kitchen, you go ahead and you use that, okay? No, don't talk about my nails in the comments, because it's not going to make no sense. So skip the nail and move on to the recipe, because I'm here to cook for me and my family, okay? So you want to go ahead and add the oil on both sides of your meat, just like so. Just like how I do it right there. So if you have any other way you want to rub it, you rub it, but that's how I rub my one, okay? Nice and gentle. Alright, so I did go ahead and wash my hands, of course, before I start touching my seasoning bottles. Now I'm going to add some black pepper. If you guys notice, I didn't start off with any salt because I'm not adding any salt to this meat. Alright, so I added black pepper, onion powder. I'm adding also some garlic powder. If you want to add salt to your one, going to go ahead and add it, okay? I'm adding some kind of a meat season here because we are cooking pork, right? So I went ahead and added this one. I love this one. This is from Ocherios. It tastes really, really good. And again, for those of you that's been following me for a while, you know I'm feeling about Ocherios seasoning. I'm adding some all-purpose seasoning here. Ocherios brand, use whatever you have. But I add some curry powder right there. So Ocherios brand also love it. Alright, so I'm going to add just a little bit there and add some paprika, okay? Listen, y'all. Make sure so not follow the steps, okay? Make sure so not follow the steps. Then I went ahead and add some honey. Any regular begla kind of honey you have, go ahead and just drizzle a little bit on the meat, just like so. Alright? And then you just gently just smooth it on up in there, okay? On that, just smooth it on up in there, good. Make sure so the season all nice and pat dry everything, just like so. All right, when you're done with that, you want to be sure that you season the other side of the meat, because you don't want the thing tastes lopsided, right? So you flip it on the side there, and you're gonna repeat the same thing that you did to the step number one. Same thing, nothing different. Same thing: black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Ocherios seasonings of all sorts that I like. You could always substitute out the season of your choice. If you don't have Ocherios, use whatever, Maggi, anything we have in your kitchen, you go ahead and use it. Make your kitchen happy, because why? Your kitchen, okay? So I went ahead and did all of that on both sides. Looks pretty much like that. Well seasoned really thoroughly, and I love that. Then I wash my hands, of course, okay? Girl, wash your hand, alright? So nobody come from about no wash hand business. Girl, wash your hand around the clock, okay? Alright, so when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and cover it up with some plastic wrap. Now, if you don't want to cook this same time, I'm going to be cooking this right away. I'm going to let it sit for about 30 minutes. You could always put it in your refrigerator overnight, but me not have the time for them something there. Me not have time for waste. So I'm going to cover up mine for 30 minutes. I'm going to go and marinate for 30 minutes. That's all I have for waste. 30 minutes is sitting and it's chilling just like that at room temperature. While it's sitting for that 30 minutes, I'm going to go in with some all-purpose flour. I added a little bit of black pepper, onion powder, and a little bit of garlic powder. And again, if you guys notice, I didn't add any salt because Gourmet Girl I cut down on salt, right? Did add some of that old Cheerios seasoning to it and some dried parsley flakes. And that's all that I had it here. Gave it a good mix like so. Make sure so everything is nicely distributed. In the all-purpose flour, do not use self-rising flour, wheat flour, or all-purpose flour. And it should look a little something like that, okay? Like that. Now while that is chilling out, we're going to go ahead and get the oil ready. Any regular oil that you have, you go ahead and start off. But you want to be sure that you add some kind of butter into that oil. For me, I'm using a regular butter, okay? I can't believe it's not butter. That's why I added to it. Alright, so I'm adding some chopped garlic here. You could use fresh one if that's what you have. Combine all of these. You want to be sure that you turn the fire down a little bit, okay? Because mine was a little bit acting up, okay? Mine was a little bit too high, but the thing still turned out nice. But you want to be sure that your stove top is at a medium heat. Now, while that is going, now is the time to dip the meat, the pork shoulder, in the flour mixer. Now, be sure that you don't overdo it though, as if you was frying chicken, because you're not fry escabeche chicken, okay? And an escabeche chicken you fry. You just coating the meat in the flour, just like so, very gently. And then you shake off the excess flour, all right, just like so. All right, just shake it all off, baby. Just shake it off. And then you're going to put it into the pot, and make it do its thing, okay? Again, goodie, you are not frying chicken, okay? You're not fried chicken at all. We're just looking for color here, okay? So we'll go ahead and add the meat in, all right? My pot take 2 at a time. I have 3 pieces. After about, I'll say 6 minutes, I went ahead and turn it because I'm just looking for color here. So I turn it on the other side and let it do its thing for 6 minutes. So 6 minutes on each side. Just know that the meat is not cooked thoroughly for in 12 minutes. It takes more time for cook, but all you're looking for right here is color. As you can see, it's not cooked yet, okay? That is exactly what you need. Don't worry about anything in the pot that look dark. That is just the garlic or whatever. But still, you want to turn on your fire because, like I said, I almost, you know what I'm saying, mess up my thing with a little fire too high. So make sure you have a fire pan a medium heat. All right, so still turn out nice, right? Still looking pretty, okay? Still looking pretty. All right, so when I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and put that aside, put all the meat aside. And again, a total of 12 minutes total. 6 minutes on one side, 6 on the other side, and then you sit them aside and then I go and chill out and wait. Now while it's waiting, it's time that I prep my onions. Now for this recipe, it's all about if you love lots of onions. In my home, I love onion. I love me some onions, but I don't like raw onions. That makes sense? I like cooked onions. So I went ahead and washed my pot, and I did tell you guys that I was using, I can't believe it's not butter. Just go ahead and use whatever kind of butter that you have in your kitchen. It's going to do the job, okay? I can't believe it's not butter over here, okay? So I went ahead and added my butter to it, added those beautiful onions to it. We are sauteing the onions is what we are doing, okay? We're not going to be doing no extra with the onions. We're just sauteing the onions. So now that the onions is well looking good and smelling amazing with the butter and the garlic and all that other good stuff, it's time to give it some flavor. So I'm just going to gently season just by adding some black pepper and a little bit of dry pepper flakes. No salt. That is it. That's all that I'm adding because why? My meat seasoned to the core, okay? All right, so when it looks pretty much like that, and again, your fire should be at a medium heat, not more than that. I'm going to add some vinegar. I'm using apple cider because I love vinegar. If you have been following me for years, my all-time goodness, and I don't know, Sir Julian, I love her some vinegar, okay? So now, as you could see, I kind of moved the onions out the way because I want to make sure that the onions go on top of the meat when I put them in the pot. So you want to kind of shift the onions out the way and make sure that you get those onions on top of your meat and not underneath the meat, okay? Get them on top of the meat, goodie, all right? Just like I'm doing, just like this, okay? Put it on top of that meat, and trust me, it's going to be doing some things on your meat. It's going to have a wicked flavor when you do that. So now that it's looking good like that, you want to add a little bit of water. Do not throw it on top of the meat. Put it around the perimeter, around the ends of the pot, just like so. Not too much. Turn your stove down to low to medium heat. You want this thing to steam and not cook fast, because it does cook very fast. That is one thing that I like about pork shoulder. It's very tender. Okay, you cover it up. I say maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes at the most. And when you come back, baby, I right to it there. You are all done. This thing is good with rice and peas, mashed potatoes, spaghettis, some veggies, whatever you want. This is it right here. But do me a favor, goodie. Tell the man up the street, tell the girl along the road, bring them, come and send them come, because I'm waiting. When you get done doing all of that, tell me what you want to see me I cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.